So how's life in quarantine? First of all, everything is going well.
Yeah, everything is well. We have got enough time for doing many activities.
Many productive activities. Yes.
Yes.
So people are keep on coming. So we'll start in a minute. And before that, I just wanted to give the introduction to all the students that we have today with us. Sonam Rai, and she is the student of Jawaharlal Nehru University. She qualified the entrance examination of JNU in 2018. So she is currently waiting for the final semester examination. So here the topic of this discussion is to interact with her and to get the knowledge like how we can qualify the examination for Delhi School of Economics, Jawaharlal Nehru University, and the other institutes like Indian Statistical Institute or IGIDR Mumbai, and various other examinations that are conducted by independent universities and the colleges like Gokhale Institute, Christ University, and the Madras School of Economics. So today we welcome Sonam, and here on this platform she share her expertise in qualifying the examination. She qualified various entrance examination in MA Economics. Finally, she opted for Jawaharlal Nehru University to do Masters in Economics, and that is just because sheer interest in research. So mainly JNU is known for research, and she is under the Planning Center for Studies, and that is what the topic today. So my first question, Sonam, to you is very simple, like how we can start the preparation. If suppose I'm a student, I want to start my preparation, like what is the right time to start the preparation for like MA entrance examination?
Yes. First of all, I would like to say that I'm not an expert like you. I'm just a student and I'm reading and learning economics from last 5 years. So I can share the experience, what I've gone through during the time of preparation. So when we talk about starting the preparation, I think one must know the difference between all of these entrance examination. When we talk about DSE, it's more of mathematics. Also for ISI, it's more of mathematics. But in JNU, they ask a broad-based questions from micro, macro, stats, and they cover all of the subjects. So when we talk about starting the preparation, I think one must start the preparation from third year of undergrad. And actually, the period of preparation also depends upon the background from which you are coming. Like if you are from DU only, then for him or her, it's very easy to get into post-graduation at DSE because they have 50% reservation for DU students and their curriculum is set up according to the entrance level. But when we talk about students like me who have done graduation from Bhopal or any state university or any private college, we have to put in an extra effort to get into all of these examination because they ask a lot about applied economics and mathematics. You should be able to apply the mathematical concepts which you have learned in 11th and 12th to economic theory which you are learning in your 3 years of college. So this is how we approach the examination. When we talk about starting the preparation, what I would suggest is start first. You should clear all your concepts, the main subjects: microeconomics, macroeconomics, statistics, econometrics, etc. And when you are done with reading the books which you have referred in your college, because those are the books which you are seeing from last 2-3 years. So this is very important that you cover all these important topics from these books, and then you should go to the standard books which is referred for the entrance exams. So I think this is how we start.
This is how we start. Since like you have started your preparation, like if suppose some student is having like third year, getting into the third year of their graduation, would it be the right time to start the preparation? It means it requires 1 year or more than 1 year to prepare for the entrance examination, because the level of economics they ask is pretty high in comparison to the graduate degree.
Yes. As you said, that 1 year I think is enough, but you have to put in a lot of effort. Like there are college assignments, exams, everything. If you can manage both of this, the entrance preparation and exams also, then 1 year is more than sufficient. But as I said, the background always matter. Like if you are learning from 2 years the applied economics, econometrics, and your concepts are pretty clear, then there's no need of putting an extra effort. Then there will be preparation of 1 year will be sufficient. But
Okay.
let's suppose I was in Excellence College from Bhopal. So we didn't had the Econometrics and the subjects, applied economics type subjects. So I have to put an extra effort to know those subjects, to learn them, and to learn at the level that I can solve the numerical questions given in the exam. Especially for DSE, you should focus on maths, and for ISI also. In JNU, they also ask mathematical questions, numerical from micro and macro, but they also ask us current affairs and Indian economy. So when we compare these three examinations, first comes JNU, then DSE, then ISI.
Okay.
So JNU
Okay.
is
That is
comparatively easier than DSE, I would say.
Okay. Because the outcome is pretty different. Like JNU is more focused
Ha,
towards the research perspective. Yeah. Please
ha.
continue.
Because JNU basically focus on research. If you want to go in higher studies, you want to do MPhil, PhD, then you should opt for JNU. And if you want to work in corporate, or you want placements, then you should go for DSE and ISI. That's what I have
So
experienced.
yeah. So see, there's the basic difference. Like a lot of students are continuously asking a lot of doubts. Like, what is the basic difference if we go for the entrance examination in JNU and the DSE? As you told me earlier, or told us earlier about the mathematics portion in DSE, they have asked a lot of concepts. So how one can prepare about these concepts? Like if a person is not having or acquainted with econometrics, how we can cope up with it? How we can start it?
Yeah, that's the same problem which I had when I was preparing. So what we can do is, first you should go through the undergrad syllabus of DU. All the subjects, especially macro, advanced macro, they have two, for micro 1, micro 2, macro 1, macro 2. So go through the syllabus of undergraduation DU and look at the topics one by one and prepare them accordingly. And when we talk about maths, I would suggest to first go through 11th and 12th NCRT, the basic concepts like limits, continuity, differentiation, integration, convexity, concavity, series, sequence. These type of questions are asked in both JNU as well as in DSE. But in DSE, they ask a lot of applied mathematics. They ask linear algebra, real analysis, and some sort of calculus also. So for that, you should have mathematics in your undergraduation course. But there's no worry if you haven't learned mathematics in your undergrad. You can go through the standard books like AC Chiang for fundamental mathematics for economics. It's a very easy book. It explains everything very well. And if you go through the main topics like constraint maximization, utility maximization, they have given the examples as well. It will be easier for you once you start preparing.
So that is how one can follow. If he or she is not having any background of econometrics, mathematics. That's great. That would help you lot of students. Yeah.
Yes. And when we talk about ISI, they have two papers. First is totally of maths, and the another one is for economics. That is known as PE and PEB. So for ISI, I must say you should have a grip on mathematical skills. And in DSE also, but it is easier as compared to ISI.
So like one of the student is asking, is it necessary to have mathematics in undergrad if you want to go for the entrance examination like this?
No, that's not an eligibility criteria, but you should have maths in your plus two for
Okay.
eligibility. Yes.
Eligibility. It means in 12th standard you have to be have maths as a subject.
Yes.
Yeah. The most important question student asks after how to start preparation, like what are the sources? If one can talk about the sources, like starting from the microeconomics, what do you think like was the better book or the best book you can start with your preparation? We're starting from zero only.
Yes. So the syllabus is a big problem for entrance examination. When you go through the sites of DSE or JNU, they have just mentioned that the candidate will be checked upon the ability of micro, macro, and some mathematics. So one should know the syllabus. That is like what will be asked in examination to prepare accordingly. So as I have said, go through the syllabus of undergrad DU courses. It will help in both JNU and DSC, and also go through NET syllabus, because now JNU entrance is conducted by NTA, and NTA also conducts UGC NET. So for gauging the syllabus, you can go through the NET syllabus also. Focus on micro, macro, statistics, econometrics, and maths. So when we talk about microeconomics, we have learnt microeconomics in our undergrad from HL Ahoja, but for entrance that's not enough. You can understand the concept, grasp the concept from HL Ahuja, but you have to have the numerical ability to solve the questions. So for that, I would suggest H variant microeconomic theory, basic microeconomic theory. That's a pretty wonderful book that explains every concepts very easily, and they have a numerical workbook also. If you have time, you can go through that and solve the questions. In micro, one should focus on consumer theory and producer theory, obviously. But in consumer theory, there are many questions which you can easily say that this will come in exam, like utility maximization, indifference curves. And when we talk about supply function, cost function, you know what is average cost, you know what is marginal cost, how profit is derived, but you have to be able to apply the concepts which you have read in economic theory and solve the numerical. That's what is needed for the exam. I think for micro, this will be enough.
This will be enough for the microeconomics, especially.
Yes.
Oh, see, if suppose one is thinking about like we have the basic books, we have some test papers like you've said, like workbook of Hal variant book. So there are two types of variant book. Like the one is intermediate, the red color cover book, and the another one is the microeconomic theory. So which one is like
intermediate level economics is useful for entrance. The other one, which is known as microeconomic theory, it is an advanced book which people read in post graduation. Yes.
Okay. So it's like the part of post graduation, but intermediate microeconomics by variant is the part of entrance. Okay.
Yes.
Talking about the other subjects like macroeconomics or econometrics, mathematical economics, what are the important books?
For macroeconomics, there are many good books, but I have read from Dornbusch and Fisher, macroeconomics, and it covers every topic. Like you can say national income, ISLM, aggregate supply, aggregate demand. You should go through all of these topics, understand the concept. When we talk about national income, you should be able to do the numericals, what is added, what is subtracted from the national income identity to get the solution. And you should be able to derive ISLM equations. And in macroeconomics also, they ask a Herod-Domer model of growth and Solo model of growth. Please do these two models very thoroughly. Every year question is asked from these two models. For macro, Yeah, for macro, it would be sufficient, I think. Also focus on monetary policy and fiscal policy, Mandal framing model, because all of these are in news, so they can ask questions related to this. What should be done for like money supply? Should be loosen or tighten? The questions like this.
Okay. So see, the important thing about the macroeconomics you have covered, you already told about the AC Chiang for mathematical economics. Apart from
Yes.
AC Chiang, any other book, what do you think like it will be helpful for students?
Yeah. For mathematical economics, you can also go through Sitzetter Hammond. It's fundamental mathematics. The title is something like this. It is easily available in PDF form. And when you when you want to focus on particular topics like linear algebra and real analysis, for linear algebra, there is a book called by Gilbert Strank. The title is linear algebra only. You can follow that. For real analysis, you can go through any book, but Sitzetter Hammond covers all of this. I think if you cover the book thoroughly from first to last, it would be sufficient for you, even for DSE or ISI.
Okay. See, just one important point for the viewers. Like Sonam has given all the list of the books, and it is available on our mobile app. So you can go to there and download the list of the books, as well as the other sheets that she is referring. It's already there. So yeah, Sonam.
Yes.
So apart from books, because if we think about the books are obviously not enough, you have to apply your mind in the examination as well. So what are the important tips that you can give to the students, especially in the examination hall, that they can apply?
Yes, but I would answer the earlier question first, that we haven't talked about stats and ecotricks. They are the major subjects in DSE. For stats, you can go through SC Gupta, Statistical Methods, Fundamental of Statistics, and focus on the probability distribution, variance, covariance, expectations. These are the topics you can count on your tips, and these topics comes in examination. So you can go through that book, solve lots of questions of every chapter. It would be enough for you. And for ecotricks, you can go through Damodar and Gujarati. Cover startings for first to 5 or 6 chapter. It will be enough for you. You should be for ecotricks, you should be clear in your concepts, like what is OLS, what is maximum likelihood method. You should be able to apply the formula and regression correctly. And when we talk about the in examination hall, how do you take the paper? First, I will start with JNU. Also, in JNU, we have 2 centers, Center for Economic Studies and Planning, and other one is CITD, Center for International Trade and Development. You can apply for both of them. So, in examination, good news is there is no negative marking in JNU from now on. Earlier we have subjective questions also. When I had appeared for the exam, there was 50% MCQ and 50% subjective, but now it's all MCQ. You just apply what you have read in macro and stats, and try to focus on what is asked in the question. If they are asking like derive the profit, or if they are asking question from monopoly and duopoly, you should just remind the concepts which you have read and apply accordingly. It will be easy for you. For DSE, I would say before going to the examination, go through all the mathematical notes you have prepared for linear algebra, for stats, probability distribution, and utility functions for different, like for substitutes, for normal goods, what is the utility function. You should be able to remember all of this. So this will save your time, and you will be able to solve the question in time.
Okay. So like one question is very like frequently students have asked me on my WhatsApp, like what should be the like preference that if one is preparing for the entrance examination in economics, so what should be the criteria, like what are the options we have apart from DSE and JNU? what are the other options that we can look for?
Okay. When we talk about options for economics students, obviously DSE, JNU, and ISI are the topmost universities which everyone wants to go. But apart from this, there is Madras School of Economics. It's also very nice, and if one is like focusing on placements and jobs, he can join Madras School of Economics. Surely they have good placements there, and Gokhale Institute is also good if we talk about placements and all of this. And IGIDR is also an option. And apart from this, you can also apply for Central University's common entrance test. Punjab University is also good. But obviously, if you can prepare well, you can easily clear JNU or DSC.
Since a lot of students are asking about the classes, so we provide the classes on our mobile app of the MA Economic Entrance Examination, especially for DSE and JNU, more focused towards the online classes. So you can go to our app and you'll find a lot of MCQs there in order to do practice. So since talking about the practice of the questions, like Sonam, how important is practicing MCQ for the examination?
That is the most important part. Once you have gone through all the syllabus, all the standard books, what you have to do is to do practice a lot of question from different sites, and from Ecoholics also you can get a lot of MCQs which will be helpful in JNU as well as DSE. And one should also go to the previous year's question paper. They are easily available on institute's site in at DSE also and in JNU also. You should practice them like that, like you're sitting in the exam, so that you can manage the time. Practice a lot of question from the end of the chapter and wherever you can get the MCQs, because that's the most important part. You know everything, but if you aren't able to apply the concepts correctly, then that's of no use.
Of no use. Yeah, seriously. So we'll see some of the questions that viewers are asking continuously. So we'll take some of the questions,
Yeah, sure.
where we will think like what are the important questions that we have. So we'll see one by one. So they're asking, some of the students are asking about the past year papers. I think it will be easily accessible through the website of the respective institute.
Yes. In JNU, they are available on the website, and if you want, they have uploaded only four past year paper. If you want, there are booklets available in the market. Arihant publication, this book called JNU Entrance Examination. So you can also purchase that for more questions. More questions. Okay. So some students are asking that if they are weak in maths, what they can do? Obviously, that should not be a problem if you work hard. If you go through the 11th and 12th maths from very basic, if you don't know maths, and you can also go through the standard books which I have suggested, like AC Chiang. They are pretty clear, like what they are saying you can easily understand. Or if you want, you can go to any teacher like Sanat sir, or in Ecoholics you get the entrance examination course also, so you can join also. So the students are saying that if they start the preparation from the very first year, what should they keep in mind? Like starting from the first year of graduation, if they are not from Delhi or any other good institute or good university. If one wants to start from the first year, I would say just focus on what is taught in your college in undergrad for 3 years, because every subject is covered. Micro is covered, macro is covered, stats is covered. But the thing is, you have to cover a lot of it as compared to what is taught in colleges, and you have to have the numerical ability to solve the questions. So I would say you just go through the books which you are reading in undergrad, and side by side you should look at the standard books which are referred for entrance, and try to solve the question papers. If you do this all for the 3 years, then your selection will be like sure.
Sure. Okay. Okay. One student is asking, like, if you'll suppose one is not able to qualify DSE or JNU, and he or she wants to study in Delhi only. So, what are the other options in Delhi?
When we talk about other options in Delhi for economics, you want?
Yeah, for economics, like other college like Miranda House, like other colleges.
No, but in DU, economics is provided only at Delhi School of Economics. All other colleges doesn't provide post graduation in economics.
Okay. They do provide only the graduation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for the viewers, just one important point, like if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section, because there are a lot of comments and it's very difficult to scroll up. So if you have doubt, you can just paste it again in the comment section. So she'll answer all your queries. So any tips for like 2021 attempt? Any tips you want to share for your junior students? So with 1 year left, what you can suggest, like what they can do? This is the question.
I would say you have got enough time in lockdown period also. So you should learn mathematical skills. I am focusing again and again on mathematics, because without this, there's nothing you can do in exam, whether it is JNU or whether it is DSE. So you should work on mathematical skills, go through the books, and try to solve as many questions as you can. This should be a tip.
This should be the strategy. Khushi is our student in PG entrance examinations, a student of Ecoholics. She is asking, I didn't have the maths at the +2 level. Would I be eligible for DSE?
No. For DSE, you should have mathematics in +2.
That is eligibility.
She is eligible for JNU if she has read statistics or any mathematical subjects in undergrad. Only one subject.
Okay. Yeah, that is more or less the same case in all over the country. They do have statistics in classes.
Yes.
So this is like the end of the questions from the student side. Last thing, like because we are meeting for the since last one or maybe more than 1 year since you went to JNU. So what do you think, what would you suggest to the students about the Ecoholics, or anything you want to say about this platform that we are providing with a lot of facilities, the expert advice, like expert like you, those who have qualified the examination?
No, I'm not an expert.
We'll have a lot of economists as well in coming weeks, like economists from IMF, World Bank, and the professors from JNU, DSE, other places as well. So what would you like, any feedback if you want to share with the students?
Yeah, sure. I would say when I was preparing for DSE and JNU, Ecoholics just started this platform. Like you just started this platform. So I've learned from you Macroeconomics and Indian economy. Obviously, you are an expert in Indian economy. And this initiative is pretty good, because when we talk about students from Bhopal or like from MP in particular, we don't have the guidance for these entrance examinations. What we get a little bit is from the professors of college, and guidance is very important for this kind of examinations. Like you need to have lot of guidance, like how you should focus on which subject, which topic. So Ecoholics is doing a great job, and you are providing many courses for DSE, JNU, and you have started for Indian Economic Services also. I would say if one wants guidance and a teacher for helping in his or her preparation, he or she should go for the courses which you are offering. Obviously, Sanat Bhaiya is an expert in in broad subjects, whether it is micro, macro, and Indian economy. So you will get to learn a lot of from him. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your wonderful words, Sonam. Actually, for the viewers, you have done a lot of work. I've just like begged you with my mentorship majorly, and a like talented student way back in 2018 as well, and right now as well. So you got a good internship in JNU as well. Like in the exam back, she has done the internship and she learned a lot. So if you go to such colleges, it's very, very important for all these students to get the exposure of the real world economics, because reading theory is not only important, it's all about the application part as well. If you do not apply, it's like totally worthless of studying economics. Indeed, so it was a nice session with you, Sonam, and thank you for your time. And thank you for all the viewers to spare time and get interacted on this platform.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, and all the best to all of you. If you work hard, you can obviously go through the examination, and we'll meet in JNU hopefully.
Sure, she'll meet, and she's doing like in the future also. So she's also working hard on economics, and she'll become the future economist. And we'll just a message away from Sonam. If you want to ask her anything, you can directly message to me. I'll convey your doubts to Sonam, and you can get into it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm signing.
Always available for any doubt or any query.
So we'll do a lot of session in the coming months with a lot of experts. Coming soon in June, we have the IPS officer, one of my friend. He's posted in Punjab for the UPSC IAS examination, mains answer writing. So stay tuned to Ecoholics Instagram. We'll do it. And thank you, Sonam. We are signing off right now. So we'll see all the students some other day.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.